Welcome. We're looking at the hidden world of international trade. It's a world filled with complex rules and high stakes. Many foreign companies dream of selling their products in the massive U.S. market. Food, cosmetics, medical devices, pharmaceuticals. That dream can quickly turn into a bureaucratic nightmare. There is a gatekeeper at the U.S. border. That gatekeeper is called the Importer of Record, or IOR. This is the single entity officially responsible for ensuring that goods entering the country comply with all laws and regulations. It's a role with immense responsibility, and for many foreign businesses, it seems like an insurmountable obstacle. The question we're asking is simple. How does a company based in another country take on this critical role? The answer is not always straightforward. The IOR is the party held liable by U.S. Customs and Border Protection, or CBP. They are responsible for the accuracy of the entry paperwork. They are responsible for paying the duties and taxes. And when the FDA is involved, their responsibility skyrockets. If something goes wrong, if a shipment is deemed unsafe or doesn't meet the requirements, it is the importer of record who must answer for it. The consequences can be severe. So, why would a foreign manufacturer want this burden? The answer comes down to control and efficiency. By becoming the IOR, or by directly appointing a trusted agent to act as one, a foreign company gains direct command over its own supply chain. It's no longer relying on a third-party buyer or distributor who may not prioritize the shipment. This direct control allows for faster customs clearance, fewer delays, and a more predictable path to the American consumer. It transforms the company from a passive supplier into an active participant in the U.S. market, giving them a powerful competitive advantage. It's about taking charge of your own destiny in a very complicated system. The core challenge is that the importer of record must have a U.S. presence. This is where many foreign firms hit a wall. They don't have an office in the United States. They don't have a subsidiary registered here. But there are ways through this. The system allows for solutions. A foreign company can establish a U.S. affiliate. They can partner with a U.S.-based agent or a specialized firm that agrees to take on the legal responsibilities of the IOR. The first step on this journey is all about due diligence. It's about doing your homework before a single item is packed into a shipping container. You must begin by looking closely at your own product. Is it, in fact, regulated by the FDA? This may seem obvious, but the lines can be blurry. A simple cosmetic could be classified as a drug if it makes certain health claims. A food supplement might fall under a different set of rules than a conventional food item. You have to go to the source, the FDA's own website. You need to identify your product's category and understand the specific regulations that apply. This initial research is non-negotiable. Once you confirm your product is under the FDA's jurisdiction, secure a physical U.S. presence for the importer of record. The U.S. government needs a party on U.S. soil to hold accountable. For many foreign entities, the practical solution is to engage a U.S. agent. A U.S. agent is a person or company in the United States designated to act on your behalf for FDA communications. This isn't just a mail drop. It's a formal legal appointment. The agent becomes your official point of contact, ensuring FDA notices don't get lost in international mail. With your U.S. agent in place, tackle the necessary registrations. This is not a one-size-fits-all process. If you're exporting food, FDA Food Facility Registration renewed every 2 years. If you're in medical devices or drugs, Establishment Registration, Device or Drug Listing. These registrations create a digital footprint in the FDA system, who you are, where you are located, and what you are making. Getting these registrations right is paramount. The information must be precise and match across all your documents. Company name, physical address of the manufacturing facility. All contact details must be perfectly consistent. Any discrepancy can trigger an alert. leading to automatic holds and delays at the border. Build a foundation of trust with regulatory agencies. Show you're a serious, organized, transparent partner. Prove you're ready to play by the rules before the game begins. Now we move to the second major step, preparing the mountain of paperwork. Think of this as building a case file for your shipment. Every document must be accurate. Every document must be complete. Every document must be perfectly aligned with the others. The central pillar of this file is the commercial invoice. This is more than just a bill. It must detail the seller. It must detail the buyer, the importer of record. It must include a precise description of the goods. It must list their quantity. It must list their value. Alongside this, you'll have a packing list. The packing list specifies how the items are organized. You'll also have the bill of lading or airway bill. The bill of lading, airway bill, is the contract with your carrier. These documents form the core narrative of your shipment: what it is, where it came from, and where it's going. A critical piece of data you must determine is the Harmonized Tariff Schedule, or HTS code. This is a 10-digit number that tells U.S. Customs exactly what your product is. Is it dried pasta? Is it a heart rate monitor? There is a specific code for almost every product imaginable. This code determines the rate of duty, the tax you will have to pay. Getting this code wrong is one of the most common and costly mistakes. Your shipment can be flagged. It can be reevaluated. It can be hit with unexpected fees or penalties. This is not a number to guess. It requires careful research or consultation with an expert. Next, you absolutely must secure a customs bond. Think of a customs bond as an insurance policy for the U.S. government. A customs bond is a contract between the importer, you, and CBP, and a surety company. It guarantees that duties will be paid. It guarantees that taxes will be paid. It guarantees that fees will be paid, even if the importer fails to do so. Without a bond, your goods will not be released from the port. You have two options: a single entry bond for a one-time shipment, or a continuous bond for regular importers. For any serious business, the continuous bond is the logical choice: coverage for a year of shipments. This is also the moment to hire a licensed customs broker. Trying to navigate this as a foreign entity alone is a recipe for disaster. A good customs broker is your expert on the ground. They are licensed by CBP. They are fluent in the complex language of import regulations. They will take your paperwork and file the official import entry on your behalf. For ocean shipments, they will handle the importer security filing, or ISF. ISF must be submitted 24 hours before your cargo is loaded onto a vessel. A skilled broker is not a cost. They are an investment in smooth entry to the U.S. market. One of the most important elements that will be scrutinized is your product's labeling. The FDA has very specific and strict rules about what must appear on the label of a regulated product. For most goods, this includes statement of identity, net quantity of contents, name and place of business of the manufacturer, packer, or distributor. For food, it requires a detailed nutrition facts panel, an ingredient list. All of this information must be presented prominently and, for the most part, in English. Improper labeling is a red flag that will bring your shipment to an immediate halt. Equally important is the concept of prior notice. For all shipments of food for human or animal consumption, the FDA requires advance notification before the goods arrive at a U.S. port. The prior notice provides the agency with critical information about the shipment, allowing them to assess risk and decide whether to inspect it upon arrival. Failing to file prior notice, or filing it with incorrect information, will result in the shipment being refused entry. The goods will be held at the port at your expense until the situation is resolved, which often means they must be exported back out or destroyed. You must also be prepared for the possibility of a physical inspection. Both CBP and the FDA have the authority to examine your cargo. They might conduct a documentary review, simply checking your paperwork against their databases, Or they may decide to perform a full physical examination, opening containers, taking samples for laboratory testing. This is often a random process, but it can also be targeted if your product type, country of origin, or your company's history raises any red flags. You must build potential inspection delays and costs into your business plan. A smooth process means being prepared for the worst-case scenario. Finally, you need to have a clear plan for what to do if things go wrong. What is your protocol if the FDA issues a refusal of admission? You generally have a limited time, often 90 days, to act. Your options are typically to destroy the goods under CBP supervision, export them to another country. In some rare cases, you may be given an opportunity to recondition the product to bring it into compliance, such as by relabeling it. Having these contingency plans worked out in advance with your customs broker and logistics partners is the mark of a professional operation. It shows you understand the risks and are prepared to manage them responsibly. The most frequent error is using an incorrect HTS code. This can throw off your entire financial calculation. That leads to incorrect duty payments. Incorrect payments can trigger audits and penalties long after the goods have been sold. The solution is simple. Do not guess. Consult a licensed customs broker. Use a professional tariff classification service. Their expertise is worth the investment. It's about precision. Another major pitfall is failing to meet FDA prior notice for food shipments. This filing is time-sensitive and cannot be an afterthought. File no more than 30 days before arrival. File no less than a few hours before arrival, depending on transport. Missing the deadline is not an option. The system is automated. Your shipment will be stopped cold at the border. Set up a clear process with your broker so filings are done correctly and on time. If forgotten, the consequences disrupt your entire supply chain. Many foreign companies stumble on the U.S. presence requirement. They might list a customer as the importer of record. They might list a sales representative as the importer of record. Or they might leave the field blank. That will not work. Formally establish a U.S. entity, or appoint a U.S. agent who agrees to be the IOR. Make it a deliberate, contractual arrangement. A weak or improper IOR is a foundation built on sand. The whole import operation is at risk of collapse. To keep you on the right path, here is a final checklist. First, confirm FDA regulation and complete facility and product registrations. Second, secure U.S. presence by appointing a U.S. agent. Third, hire a licensed customs broker to determine the correct HTS code. Fourth, purchase a continuous customs bond. Fifth, prepare all commercial documents with perfect accuracy. Sixth, ensure product labeling meets all FDA requirements. Seventh, establish filing processes for prior notice and ISF on time. Eighth, maintain meticulous records for at least 5 years. Following this guide won't make the process easy, but it will make it clear. In international trade, clarity is power. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more valuable insights and updates. Until next time, stay safe, stay compliant, and stay tuned. See you next week.